Willie Carson. For France, 2 is Terimon, Michael Roberts. 3, Opera House, Steve Cawthon. 4, Kooyonga for Ireland, Warren O'Connor. 5, Desert Sun, Pat Edery. 6, Karinga Bay, Brian Rouse. 7, Perpendicular, Willie Ryan. 8, Young Buster, Blinkard, Walter Swinburne. 9, Gussie Marlowe, Frankie Dettori. 10, Lucky Lindy, Michael Kimane. And 11, Thurius, written by Tony Clark. And here's how they bet at the moment.
And Opera House as strong favourite isn't such a surprise. 5-2, was 9-4 though, so it's edged out just a little. Lucky Lindy the nearest to it, and Terimon both are on 11-2. Telkel 13-2. 2 of them on 8-1, Kooyonga and Young Buster. Desert Sun 10-1. Perpendicular and Gussie Marlowe 20-1. 33-1 bar these.
7-2 from 6-1, and let's go to Pete.
And they're running. 1 1/4 this time, and Thurius going on in the early stages. Thurius going on, and they're getting a pretty good gallop too as they race already towards the mile pole, begin to run right-handed, and Thurius taking him along at a very good gallop. Gussie Marlowe over on the far side, then Young Buster on the inner. Behind them comes Terimon and Karinga Bay, and Desert Sun's the back marker. Thurius the leader from Gussie Marlowe, and behind them Young Buster. Behind Young Buster and running strongly is Telkel. Just behind Telkel is Lucky Lindy, then Karinga Bay and Terimon and Kooyonga. Perpendicular. Then Opera House, and finally Desert Sun. Passing the 6 furlong pole, Thurius the leader from Gussie Marlowe and Young Buster and Kooyonga. Behind them come Lucky Lindy and Karinga Bay, and then comes Terimon with Opera House next, and Kooyonga and Perpendicular, and behind him Desert Sun, who's last of the 11, and Curios as they race towards the half-mile pole. The leader still from Lucky Lindy, Young Buster in 3rd. Behind Young Buster is Telkel on the outside, of on the inner Lucky Lindy. And racing into the home turn, still Thurios the leader from Gussie Marlowe, Young Buster, and Lucky Lindy in 4th. Just behind Lucky Lindy, Opera House making ground towards the outside. Terimon trying to get in a blow. Thurius the leader because they come to the 2 pole from Young Buster, being pulled out now by Walter Swinburne. Coming there on the outside is Lucky Lindy. Young Buster's taking it up now, and here comes Kooyonga as they race down to the furlong pole. Young Buster the leader from Kooyonga for Alan, putting in a tremendous challenge. Young Buster and Kooyonga as they race into the closing stages. Kooyonga takes it up now from Young Buster. Perpendicular putting in a good run as they come to the line. Kooyonga's won it from Young Buster in 2nd, and Perpendicular in a photo for 2nd, in fact, but probably 3rd. Kooyonga the winner from Young Buster on the far side, Perpendicular on the near side, and possibly a photo between those two, but no doubt that Kooyonga has rehabilitated herself.
Now Warren picks his whip up in his left hand, gives his man a couple of backhanders, and what seemed like a good gap for Perpendicular suddenly closes on him. Perpendicular now finding nowhere to race between Young Buster on the rails and Kooyonga. And Warren continues to use his whip in his left hand, boring now down on Young Buster, holding his place on the rails. At this point, Willie Ryan starts to pull out on Perpendicular. By the time he gets clear, he's got too much to do. And just here, Kooyonga gives Young Buster a nudge, which interfered with Walter Swinburne's man. Kooyonga now drew clear, but interference had been caused to Young Buster and to Perpendicular. Perpendicular became the winner at 20-1. Young Buster 2nd, 9-1. Kooyonga was 3rd, also at 9.